in case that we have ties under X observations and Y observations, and still we are interested in calculating the relationship between two data sets that are being ranked, so we can test the association between the two type of measurements using the Kendall's tower test, but we would have to make the correction for ties in case of the calculation of Kendall's tower test B value. So students, Kendall tower tests usually assume that the variables under consideration are continuous and quantitative in nature. But in case of practical situations, the data sets, that means if we are taking the pair of xi and yi observations, there may occur certain type of ties. So if there are smaller number of ties that are occurring whether in x or in y or in both x and y, then we can ignore them. But in case of large number of ties, we would have to make the corrections accordingly. And usually students, you know that in case of ties, we assign the ranks from smallest to the largest, but if we have tied observations, then we assign the average rank to both of the observations that are being tied to each other. Now, as far as the data is being concerned, which is showing ties whether in x or in y or in both of the measurements, then we can calculate tower head by following this procedure. The first thing you need to do is to list your observations in ascending, that means natural order according to the magnitude of x, the way you have followed it for the Kendall's tower procedure, where you have arranged the x values from smallest to the largest, and then you take up the pair of x and y values accordingly. For example, if we were talking about x value, which is 1, so we pick up the y value. We don't arrange the y values. The same y value with the particular x value that is being arranged, it will be picked up in case of natural order. The next point you need to consider is within the tied observations of x's, arrange the y values in ascending order of magnitude. Once you are done with that, you would have to count the number of y pairs in natural order that are actually the concordant pairs and the number of y pairs in reverse natural order that are usually known as the discordant pairs. So after here, one point that you need to consider is that we do not compare y values accompanying a tied x value with any other y value accompanying without x value that is being tied with xa. So students, that means the significant ties may occur even in x or in y alone, or they may occur in both of the xi's and yi's variables. Then t hat may be computed as a tower hat would be s, so numerator would remain the same, but you can observe the change in the denominator. So as far as the denominator is concerned, you would have to make this correction that half of n into n minus 1 minus tx, you would have to take its positive square root, and same is to do with the y's, half of n into n minus 1 minus ty, taking its positive square root, then further mathematically calculating this numerator and denominator, taking its ratio, you would be done with the calculation of t hat. Now as far as tx and ty is concerned, students, tx may be calculated as half of summation tx into tx minus 1, and same you would be calculating the value for ty, where this small tx is actually the number of x observations that are tied at a given rank, and ty are also the number of y observations that are tied at a given rank. So students, if you have significant number of ties, whether in x or in y or in both x and y, you would have to make the correction for the ties as far as the formula or the test statistic under Kendall's tower B test is concerned.